All right, so real quick, we're just going to take a look at how to attach all of these walls to the roof. So many of the walls, all right, are very easy to attach to the roof. All right, perfect example, we have a wall right here that's going to attach to this gable roof. So you're just going to simply pick the wall, then click the attach button, and then click the roof that we want to attach it to. All right, so that works really well simply because the roof, all right, is over top of that wall. All right, so as long as a wall is underneath of a roof, it can attach to it. So for example, even over here, we have like a little gap, all right, that we want to fix. So I'm picking basically just this side wall, all right, and then I'm going to select the attach button, and then I'm going to click the roof above it. That situation's fixed, all right. Now, that works in most of the cases all the way around the outside of the building. There will be a couple places where it won't work. All right, so we're going to take a look at those here in a second once we get this fixed up. Let's just go ahead and attach all of these walls that we can to the roofs where they need to go. All right, you can technically do this like, you know, multiple walls in one foul swoop. So I'll give you the example here really quick. So if we had two walls and we selected them simultaneously, all right, so I just picked a wall, held down the control button on my keyboard, control adds to a selection, I can go ahead and pick two walls, and then you can attach them together. All right, so you can save a little bit of time if you go that way. All right, now let's go back and take a look at a couple of these other situations where you have walls that are a little bit more difficult to connect. All right, so let's see. So I have this wall right here. This is a perfect example. So we have a wall that needs to go up into like this little space here, all right, but from a floor plan view, just to go back to the floor plan view, we really don't want that wall extending into the building. So that wall really only exists here, all right, and we want in 3D, we want that wall to actually kind of go up and fill up this little space underneath this roof and then kind of inside of here. So what you're going to do in that instance is select the wall, all right, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to go to like a side view, so I'm looking straight on it, straight onto that wall from the right side, all right, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this edit profile tool, all right, and the edit profile tool says changes the shape of the selected wall or opening. So it basically just turns your wall into a profile that you can turn around and edit, all right, so I'm just going to hit edit profile. Now we have pink lines that define the wall boundary. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my drawing tools. I like my pick lines tool for this function. All right, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the bottom edge of the roof, the bottom edge of the roof, the bottom edge of this roof, and then I'm going to use my cleanup tools. So I'm going to use my trim extended corner tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean up like this corner right here. All right, so we removed that back edge. This one already is at a corner. We're going to go down here, we're going to make this line underneath the roof and the line coming up that extends from the wall center turn into an angle. All right, so we're going to clean that up. And then the same thing over here, so we're going to clean this up so that there's a corner here. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to press escape a couple times or go up to my modify button, and then I'm going to select this line that used to define the top of the wall, and I'm just going to delete that. All right, so really all we did was we just changed the profile for this wall segment so that now it fills up that space underneath the top of that wall. And it looks like I have to attach this again here. Okay, now that same situation I think actually does take place over here as well. And my project got a little bit messed up because I actually did this once yesterday and then just kind of like deconstructed it. So I think yours, you have something kind of like this where there's like this little opening underneath there. Right? So it's really the same exact kind of a thing that we just did. So we're just going to hit edit profile. Once again, in this instance, we're going to look at it, you know, kind of like from the side view. And what I want to do is I really only want to pick a line that rides like right underneath this other roof right here. So I actually want to pick like this line. So I can see the edge of the roof and it's projecting onto that wall surface. So once we bounce back over here, now you have like that edge projected out onto the wall surface. We're going to pick the other, we'll go to the outside edge of the wall, and now we're just going to kind of clean that up. So I have the top edge of what was the wall. I have the boundary on the right side where that other wall terminates. We're going to turn this into a 90-degree angle, and now we have a nice, neat roof sketch or wall sketch that's going to define what that wall is going to look like. All right, and that kind of takes up the space that it was supposed to there. All right, so that came out really nice. All right, if you have any trouble with any of that stuff or you need any help, please let me know.